Alright y'all, so I did a unboxing impressions video the other night of the quarter drive Icon ratchet with the swivel head, and some of y'all may have seen that video or be interested in it or the tools in general, but I'm going to try to make more videos like this. I don't have my mic with me right now, it's not with me, but got the phone kind of braced up in the truck here. Another thing I need to get is order one on Amazon. We'll see how good it is. But I wanted a magnetic, phone holder stand where I can stick it, different places, working on stuff or running the rollback and stuff to try to make some videos and stuff. But anyway, like I said, I've got mostly Icon stuff. I do got some Snap-on stuff. I got this today. This is a Snap-on, and let's see, we've got FHLX 80B down here on the handle. I'm not really sure what all the Snap-on, numbers mean and everything, but this is a pretty long 3/8 drive ratchet. I've got a couple others, but I wanted this one because of, the flex head is really nice, but this one locks into place, and I like that, or at least I think I do. We'll let you know after we use it a little bit, but I've got this Icon here. It's actually a little bit longer handle and a little bit wider head on it, but not a lot of difference in between them. A lot of difference in price, but not a lot of difference, Let's open this up, free it up. There we go, all the way down, all the way down. They'll pretty much go into every angle that the other one will, but this is the first locking that I've had, and a lot of times with a flex head, which this one's still pretty tight, I hadn't used it a lot, and you can tighten these to keep the play out of them, but most everybody I know has got the ratchets are loose. You just pick it up and the head flops wherever. A lot of times I've had, when you're trying to break something loose, it'll move in the handle and you're either losing your strength on it or, even worse, busting your knuckles. And a lot of times some vehicles are made that way. A lot of equipment out in the woods, usually they were 1/2-inch drive though, but some are 3/8. But either way, your tensioner for your belt, you just use your ratchet head on. Of course they make special belt tools. Some of those have a ratchet head. I see Icon makes a set, but I haven't got one of those. But the one I tried to use the other day was just a standard bar with a 3/8 drive on it, and it did not ratchet or move, and I couldn't find a way to get into the right position to use that, so I used flex head ratchet. And a lot of times when you can just barely get in there to the tensioner and you got a flex head, if it doesn't lock in place when you're trying to push it in there, that's what happens. And you got to try to get your hand in there to hold it and get it into place and all of that. Where something with a lock, you can get the angle you need to miss the belt and whatever you're trying to work around, and just lock it into place. That way you can, back here on the handle, you can push it up into the tensioner. And that's why I wanted a lock mainly. And I've seen some, let me see if I still got it. This is one of my favorite ratchets right here. This is a Power Torque, sold at O'Reilly's, and we use this one around the shop now. I used it a lot in the woods logging, because the head is just so slim on it. If you can see how it's a lot narrower, and you know, it's not as thick as deep either. So it would fit into tighter places, and this locks, but it's got like a little spring-loaded button right there and another little mechanism right here. And you know, they've got warranty, lifetime warranty or whatever. Never used it, but this is probably going to break. It's not a heavy-duty ratchet. If you get hard on it, it's going to fail. But what we use it around the shop now, like I said, being so small and slim, is using it on oil filter sockets. The little sockets that go around the bottom of the oil filter and catch on the grooves. This, you know, if you got to get in a crazy angle, this will lock into place. And being so slim, because what they were using is, you know, snap-on ratchet like this. Stays down where we do the oil changes at. Use it for oil plugs and the sockets and everything like that. Well, you can see that's a whole lot bigger ratchet than this little dude. So it works good in little tight spaces. But this has this lever in here, you know, that locks into the teeth. Seems like a pretty good, simple design. And not saying that it wouldn't break. Everything has a breaking point. But just the fact, being Snap-on, you know, they come to the shop every week. If you do break it, they'll fix it, replace it, whatever. And it is pretty beefy. It's definitely a lot more heavy-duty ratchet. So anyway, so that's a new toy to play with here. It's got really nice action in it. I like a tight ratchet. I'm sure you know, Craftsman makes some nice stuff. You know, everybody's dad and grandpa had Craftsman tools back in the day, and I think they make them different now, the ratchets and stuff. But those really old school, big, bulky Craftsman ratchets, man, I hate them things. They got like a mile of slack in between your clicks, and when you're in a tight place, you just need that much more to get to the next tooth. But you're hitting fenders and stuff like that, you just can't quite get it. But anyway, like I said, I don't know the model numbers and everything like that. I don't keep up with all that stuff or know that stuff yet or whatever. But anyway, just thought I'd show it to you. Rocking the icon socket on the Snap-on ratchet.